Max had always been a stray dog, never having a family or a home to call his own. Despite his tough life, Max remained a happy-go-lucky dog, with a wagging tail and a cheerful bark. He made friends with the other stray dogs in the city, and they would often roam the streets together, looking for any scraps of food or shelter they could find. One day, while Max was scavenging for food in a back alley, he heard the sound of a car engine approaching. He looked up to see a kind-looking woman in the driver's seat, with a friendly smile on her face. "Hey there, little guy," she said, leaning out of the car window. "Are you lost?" Max barked and wagged his tail, approaching the car cautiously. The woman opened the car door and held out a hand for Max to sniff. "You look hungry," she said. "Would you like to come home with me and have a good meal?" Max couldn't believe his luck. He had never been invited into someone's home before. He jumped into the car eagerly, and the woman drove him to her cozy little apartment. Max spent the next few days in a state of bliss. He had a warm bed to sleep in, plenty of food to eat, and a kind person to shower him with love and attention. It was like a dream come true. But one day, the woman came to Max with a sad expression on her face. "I'm sorry, Max," she said, stroking his fur. "I can't keep you here. My landlord doesn't allow pets, and I could get in trouble if he finds out." Max's heart sank. He had grown to love this woman in her cozy little apartment, and the thought of going back to the streets was unbearable. But there was nothing he could do. The woman took Max back out to the car and drove him to a nearby animal shelter. Max was scared and confused, wondering what would happen to him now. But the shelter workers were kind to him, feeding him and giving him a warm place to sleep. Days turned into weeks, and Max waited anxiously for someone to adopt him. He watched as other dogs came and went, but no one seemed interested in him. Max began to lose hope. But then one day, a young couple came into the shelter, looking for a dog to adopt. They spotted Max, with his scruffy fur and wagging tail, and fell in love with him on the spot. Max was overjoyed to have